da 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 da. That's like every action movie ever made. I need something specific. Da 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 da. This would be so much easier if I had like a full orchestra behind me, and then you could hear the full. Okay, I know that lurking variables are very hard. One of the hardest things that we cover in, well, certainly in this chapter, one of the top 5 hardest things in the whole class. So let's do some more examples, and you can see how these work. True story, when I was living near Houston, Texas, the Walmart there found that duct tape was correlated to sales of Pop-Tarts. What I'm telling you is that when people bought more duct tape, they were also buying more Pop-Tarts. And when people bought less duct tape, they were also buying less Pop-Tarts. I hope that's a clue, couple clues. This was in Houston. And the when that people were buying more was specifically in the late summer. But that was interesting to Walmart. Why would these two be connected? So they came up with a couple of ideas. Now the reason why this was so important is because Walmart was asking the question, if we want to sell more Pop-Tarts, should we put a sale on duct tape? Because duct tape's cheaper, now people are going to buy more Pop-Tarts. Well, that's only if it's a causation, not a correlation thing. That's only if there's no lurking variable. What lurking variables could there be? Well, what do we know about duct tape? We know duct tape can fix anything. That's great. That tells us that a sale on duct tape would make people buy more duct tape. That doesn't have anything to do with Pop-Tarts. It's not a lurking variable. What do we know duct tape and Pop-Tarts have in common? Well, they're both kind of shiny, metallic colored, maybe. Like maybe the Pop-Tart packages are getting ripped and people use duct tape to fix the Pop-Tart packages. That's still not a lurking variable, see, because that means if you buy Pop-Tarts, the package rips, and because the package ripped, you need duct tape. So if you did a sale on Pop-Tarts, you would sell more duct tape. But we're looking for lurking variables. This is not a lurking variable. It's got to be something that explains both of them. And so then they looked at when do these duct tape and Pop-Tart sales go up? And they found it was in late summer. We're talking late August, early September. And they thought, could it be hurricane preparation? Because there's a hurricane coming into Houston, people want to buy duct tape and they want to buy Pop-Tarts. Yeah, and that was actually one thing that they found. Now, another thing that happens right around that season is school starts up. Could it be that college students like Pop-Tarts? Well, yeah, but that right there isn't enough to make it a lurking variable. You've got to explain to me why college students also like duct tape. And if this sentence had more, if it went on to say college students also buy a lot of duct tape, then that could be a potential lurking variable. They did do some study on this and found it was hurricane preparation. Hurricanes were coming in, people stocked up on duct tape and Pop-Tarts and plastic sheeting and batteries and radios. And so now if you go to Walmart in Houston in that late fall season, you'll see these huge displays of emergency preparedness equipment. And that is what's actually causing this correlation. If you did a sale on duct tape, would it affect the sale of Pop-Tarts? No. People are going to buy the same amount as they prepare for the hurricane. Another true story, 1950. Polio was a big deal, very scary disease. People were still a little unsure of what it was and how to fix it. They did realize that children who had recently had ice cream had a higher risk of contracting polio. Ice cream sales were correlated with polio incidents. Huge scare. Parents were warned not to feed their children ice cream. Ice cream sales plummeted. You can blame Dr. Sandler. Question is, could there be a lurking variable here? Well, what do we know about ice cream and polio? Let's see. Ice cream contains a lot of sugar. Children who eat the ice cream get fat. Okay, so that tells us that eating ice cream causes you to get fat. What does that have to do with polio? If you said to me that fat children somehow develop polio, then you might be explaining causation. You're certainly not getting a lurking variable here. Let's try this one. Ice cream lowers the body's defenses. So as you eat ice cream, that makes your immune system not be able to fight as well. The immune system not being able to fight as well makes it more likely for you to get polio. That's a great causation explanation. It's not a lurking variable. It's saying that if you tell your kids to eat less ice cream, they're less likely to get polio. The lurking variable is trying to break that connection. Here we've got polio is a virus. Okay, so polio comes from a virus. What does that have to do with ice cream? Remember, we're connecting polio and ice cream. So thank you for that information, which has nothing to do with anything. Now, here we have children who are attacked by polio. Their body is fighting the virus, and because of that, it needs the energy, which means they crave ice cream. That means if you get polio, your body needs energy, and if your body needs energy, you will crave ice cream. Thank you for the other causation. Still not a lurking variable. This would mean if we get rid of polio, we'll get rid of a desire for ice cream. There's still a causation linking these two. We're trying to find a lurking variable, which is actually not on the board yet. Did I trick you? It's summer. Think about, when do ice cream sales go up and when does polio go up? It turns out the virus causing polio transmits best over the summer. So over the summer, kids are craving ice cream because it's summer. And over summer, the polio virus transmits better for several reasons, including the fact that kids are intermingling more over the summer, and something about the virus survives better in the warmer temperatures. Okay, great. Once we discovered summer was linked to both of these, that helped us explain our lurking variable.